Okay, now let's see, we got oil coming out. There's where the seal's all torn up. The suckers are sharp. Let's see how long they stay sharp. That's the question. My production just pretty much doubled.
Jay, welcome back to the channel. As you can see here, we got the old FAE DML SSL 175. We got her disconnected from the JCB because we had a bit of a problem the other day, mulching away, and developed a leaking some hydraulic oil. And what was going on? We had oil pouring out on the right-hand side right here. And came to the conclusion that I guess I blew the seal out on the hydraulic motor, and that's where the oil is coming from. And the reason for that is the K-strain. I guess the K-strain, only thing I could find was maybe I didn't have it quite fully seated on the quick connect fitting. It's the only thing I come up with, because oil flows through the quick connect fitting, through the arm of the JCB, and all the way to the rear side of the JCB. There's oil coming out of the K-strain. So obviously there wasn't when it happened, and there wasn't when I initially tested. I thought that the fittings were bad on the quick connect, because like I said, I should back up. Oil was not traveling through the quick connect fittings. And then I unplugged them, looked at them, plugged them back in, tried it again. All of a sudden now we have K-strain oil coming back into the machine, into the skid steer. So that's what I think. I don't think I had it fully seated when I plugged the hydraulics in. That's what I'm hoping. Blew the seal out of the hydraulic motor. So what we got to do is get this hydraulic motor out of here, get the seal out, head to North Sacramento to Global Machinery, go get ourselves a new seal and box of knives for this sucker to run in the center, put her back together. All right, got that bolt out already. Now, the top bolts, those are easy. The bottom bolts, less easy. Pretty simple. Now we just got to get that snap ring out of the way. Okay. Definitely see right there. There's where the seal's all torn up. Okay. Yep. Ah. Okay. Metal ring. Right there.
Okay. There she is. Well, as you can see, I had to wander my way into city limits out to Global Machine in Sacramento and picked ourselves up a brand new seal. So 120 bucks later, see if we can get this thing put back together. Conveniently, we got some hydraulic oil laying down in here. It looks clean enough. Okay, our ring rests right in there. All right, let's suck the boom back in. Whoop! Turn the park brake off. Okay, suck that in. Turn the high flow on. Okay. Alright, we're rolling. Now the question is we're watching right here if we get oil back out the case drain. Dribbling oil. Alright. Let's see if we can go get ourselves hooked up to a mulching head here. Pretty much got this all done. These trees all gathered up. Whoa. Hang on there. Alright, now let's go put the grapple away. Next on the list is we got ourselves a box of knives. Hopefully this gives us a good little bump in performance grinding up in the big wood and the trunks and stuff. So let's see if we can get these off of here. We're going to replace in the center, we're just going to try to make a kill spot here, right in the center of the rotor where I know where the knives are at. Now, got the old 899 DeWalt. I don't think no. Okay. Plan B. Alright. The old 964. 3/4 to 1/2 inch reducer. See, they're gonna come loose or we're gonna break something, one of the two. Holy crap. Oh. Well, we stalled it out there. We'll find out. Now, let's see what we got oil coming out. Just shut the mulcher off. I gotta be careful here. I can eat me alive, but what we're gonna do, okay, stay way out away from that sucker. Alright. Now, reach in here. I think we're okay. I think that's still residual oil. That was from this morning that was in there. I don't know. I think we're all right. I guess. I didn't quite have that plugged in all the way. It's seated firmly in place. So there we go. Seal change on an FAE DML. All right. Well, tooth removal 2.0. Now, instead of running a 3/4 down to 1/2 inch adapter with a 1/2 inch 17 millimeter bit, we had to go get the real deal. 3/4 inch drive, no adapter, 17 millimeter Allen. So now let's give this a try. That's a tough one. But we got it. That made all the difference in the world. Adapters suck. Now, we're pulling off our dual carbide, putting on a blade. See if we can get through some of these trunks a little bit faster. Suckers are sharp. See how long they stay sharp. That's the question. All right. Well, can't say I don't have plenty to test this thing out on. Let's find out what happens here. Let's see here. We're gonna start out on these dry trunks. See what they do. Whoop. Oh, that digs in fast. Whoa. That took a big old bite. Look at that. Holy cow, that took a big old bite. I'm only running half speed. We gotta let the hydraulics warm up a little bit here. We're 107 degrees. We're pretty much there, but wow, those are aggressive, man. All right, give her the full beans. Whoa. Wow. Whoop. Holy cow. Those are aggressive. Now, obviously, those are brand new knives, so, I mean, they haven't even seen dirt yet. Wow. That sucker's gone. I mean, that's a 10-inch trunk. That's a lot. That is, I mean, I'd still be grinding on that with the dual carbides. So far, I want to say this is a game changer for me. Through it. This is dry. By the way, these trees, these are all dry, bone dry almond wood. You know how hard that stuff is? Man. Okay, now I'm just having fun. I never thought, when Sam told me, hey, throw like 10 knives, 8 or 10 knives in the center. That way you got a bite spot, you know, it hit those trunks and stuff with that. And then when he came back in the spring on the Takahauchi, he was running a set of knives in the middle. And like I said, I can't believe the amount of difference that that makes. Now, again, granted, they're brand new, but you can keep sharpening them too. Keep your 4.5-inch grinder on the service truck and just keep cleaning those things up every day or whatever, you know? Look. Reversing fan. Give it a chance to do its thing. But yeah, I mean, this is making this machine go twice as fast. We're getting twice the production out of this that we were running car. Now, granted, you know, my carbides, I'm sure if I put a fresh set of carbides on, that would probably help. These carbides, see, this machine's got 540 hours. I want to say those carbides have 250 hours on them approximately. Might be a little more, might be a little less. Wow. What do I have? If I stall her out, I got it. Let's see here. What's happening? Well, we're down. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. About 4.5 second recovery time from a full dig. I don't know. That's not too bad, I guess. I'm not too sure now. That's where your pressure comes into play. I think machines that got higher pressure, 4 and 5,000 psi. I think that helps speed up the recovery time significantly. Now, I may be talking out my hind end, but I'm pretty sure that, of course, because I've never ran anything other than this machine, but what I've been told and what, I mean, I know what hydraulics, right, the whole concept, again, I'm no hydraulic engineer, but kind of understand the whole concept. So I'm kind of excited to see about this 4TS. What's up with it? Waiting for one to pop up at a local dealer so I can go check it out. You know, and if I was going to get into the mulching business and I needed a bigger skid steer, I was really interested in the Case Minotaur. I just think that thing is so cool. I'm an old school Case guy by heart anyway. You know, back in the days of the merger. Whoa, look at that, baby. Woo! Back in the days, what do we got going on? We're grinding stuff up that when Case bought International and the Magnums and they bought Steiger, right? They had the Steigers and the Magnums and everything was Cummins powered. That's the Case era that I'm a big fan of. But so new Case is maybe a little bit different. They're owned by Fiat. Fiat, man, they own half the world now. But back to the Minotaur, I think that thing is so cool. If you haven't seen that, look that thing up. It's half dozer, half skid steer. It's pretty much the biggest skid steer, maybe outside the Lamb track, that is kind of a purpose-built machine. It's basically the biggest skid steer you can buy, I want to say. And its whole undercarriage is designed to also be a dozer. Now, that's all super cool. Now, I got some feedback recently, though, that it's not so maybe all cracked up that it's not what it's cracked up to be. That it's like, for example, the guy that was telling me, says just focus on one thing. It's not the best dozer and it's not the best CTL. And apparently he said running mulching heads on them, he's seen trouble with the fan hubs keep coming apart in them. So that kind of left me a little bit deflated on the old Minotaur. But man, what a purpose, I mean, what a utility machine. You know, if you can get some dozer work going on with that, I mean, you can doze quite a bit of stuff with a 16,500 pound machine. And then that thing's got same thing, or all these are running, you know, 42 gallons, 41 gallons is what they're advertised to run. And then, but then the Minotaur makes 4,000 PSI, which is kind of cool, right? And it's got the Fiat Power 3.4 in it, which I have some, I've had fine results. It's a pretty smooth little common rail motor. But I guess what I'm getting at here is that, yeah, I felt a little deflated on the old Minotaur when I got some bad feedback, especially trying to mulch with it, running a UML on it, and it's heavy. That's the other thing, is there's some truth to that. I mean, you got to have your hauling game up to speed, because that machine with a UML hanging off the front of it, it's a 19,000 pound machine. You know, you got to have some decent trailer for that, because especially, you know, you can easily have 22,000 pounds. That's not even counting if you're going to try to, you know, you got some job or you got some dirt work, some dozing and some mulching, and you want to bring that undercarriage, the dozing undercarriage, I don't even know what that weighs, but woo, that's a good sound. If you bring all that to the job site, and then maybe in a bucket and a grapple, you could have 24,000 on the trailer, pretty easy. Not saying that that's not doable with a modern rig. So there's a little chit chat for you and this, that. And I tell you what, I'm pretty stoked right now. You know, Sam kicked my butt with the TL12. Now, I'm not taking anything away from the Takeuchi. I mean, that's a fantastic. There's probably not a better machine if you're going to run a non-dedicated skid steer and you're going to try to mulch every day I don't think there's a better machine out there than the Takeuchi for that type of work. It just works so well running a UML hanging off the front of it. And so nothing taken away, but I can see how much the knives make a difference. And man, like I said, I'd still be grinding away on this pile. Those trunks. Let's see, let's take this out real quick. My point is my production just pretty much doubled. Again, fresh knives, I know, yeah, let's get some hours on them, I know. But to start out this strong, man, I'm a happy dude, I can tell you that. I'm a happy dude today on a Wednesday morning. So, that really takes the slowness out of the smaller DML, the smaller, wimpier 74 horse machine, 33 gallons. This really kind of helps speed things up, and you know, like I said, as soon as I'm not doing this all day, as soon as I get done mulching up this stuff, I'm moving on to the next. I got other stuff to do. So hey, I'm Bobby J. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and you should, because we got good stuff around here. Have a good day. See you on the next one.